In the last lecture, you learned how to add apps and tabs to your Facebook page. And in this lecture, you're going to learn how to adjust your page settings. In order to do that, you should come into your Facebook page and then right up in the right hand corner here, you can see settings. And this is really where you can control all the settings for your different page. So we have this one page here, and further down, there's some other tabs here that we can go into to really adjust the settings for your page. Now, as I've noted down here, there's no really right or wrong settings. It should really be based on your personal needs. But let's have a look at them together to really see the settings that are here now. But now by default, a lot of these are probably the right settings that you want to have them. You can see here that my page is published, but if I wanted to unpublish it for any reason to make some more changes to it before I launch it, I could do that there. Now here I can see that anybody can publish to my page. I'm going to leave that on for the moment. If it becomes any spam issues, etc., I could maybe change that to be a review post before they are published. Moving further down now, I don't need reviews at the moment, although potentially that is something I could turn on because this is a course. You can see here that people can private message me, but again, if that becomes too many messages, I could always turn that off. Let us look down further. Country restrictions, age restrictions. There's nothing that I want to block out right now. No words have been blocked from this page. You could add in here if people are using particular words on the page, like swear words that you want to block out, or if there is a particular user or even a competitor's name that you don't want to be mentioned, you could add that in there as well. Profanity filter, again here you could turn that on and off as you wish. And moving further down, then there are just some other options here to really download the page, delete your page, etc. So there's not much you really need to change there, only really maybe a couple of things that if you're getting some spam or certain words that you want to block out, you might want to do that. And also then publishing and unpublishing your pages. Now, in terms of managing the notifications on your page, you can do that over here. Again, all of these are turned on, but you can turn these off if you want. You get a summary by email, but if that becomes too much, you can really adjust these settings to change that around. Also, in terms of the page roles here, you can add people in, and you can select them as just being a moderator or an advertiser or an analyst. So if you want them to see only specific parts of your Facebook page and not the full picture, then you can really assign them those roles. Now moving further down here to preferred page audience. This is not something we've set up yet, but I do suggest you put in this information. You'll see here you don't have a preferred page audience set. When you select a preferred page audience, anyone can find your page, but we'll do our best to put you in front of the people who matter most. Now this probably doesn't make a big difference, but I think that you can really type this in here. This will help you get a sense of the number of people that fit into your target audience. And I think that can be really interesting to do. So I would definitely take a couple of minutes to fill that in. And once you save this out, you're going to get an estimate of how many people are really in your preferred audience. So I'm going to fill this out now to give you an example. You can see that the estimate is really 1.5 billion now. That's essentially every single person on Facebook, because I haven't adjusted these settings at all. So let's go through them one by one now to really adjust them, and you're probably going to see this number drop considerably. So we've got location. You can see that you can enter countries, states, cities, zip codes, etc. As I have a product that can be sold globally, I'm just going to leave that really as everybody there. Now age, there's definitely an age group for my particular product, and I've actually opened up my Google Analytics reports here, and I've come down to audience overview. We're going to be looking at this in more detail later, but as we've already got this set up, we can use this information. You can see the bulk of people are really between 18 and 44 years of age, with really 25 to 35 being the peak. So I'm going to put in 18 to maybe 45 if I can do that here. And that is really the bulk of my audience are going to be in that age group. And you can see that that has dropped quite considerably there. I can also see from my analytics that there is both male and female, but with a bit of a preference for males at the moment. Now some of the interests, these can just essentially be the topics that I typed in before. So digital, so I've got digital marketing, search engine optimization, education. And so you can see that that has been dropped down considerably as well. I mean, most of my content is going to be in English, so I guess I can put that in. And that is maybe the estimate of people on Facebook that are going to be interested in my topics. So that is just interesting to see as an exercise, and also maybe start to use some of the information you've already collected in Google Analytics. And once again, how to get to that, come across to the sidebar audience, demographics overview, and really blending this data later on is going to be very interesting to see the information from Facebook, how it matches up to our website information, and that can give us a lot of insights as well. So that is really the final thing that I would suggest you do in the settings. Just set your preferred page audience. You can see that there's apps there that we looked at that before, but that's essentially it for your page settings. Most of the work will just be done here. And that really wraps up creating an optimized Facebook page. Congratulations, you got through 8 steps. And the next thing that we're going to do is start off on section number 2 in the next lecture, how to really create unique posts to grow your Facebook page. I'll see you there.